Hey guys, welcome once again to an all-new Flea Market Finds right here on ToyWorldOrder.com. That's ToyWorldOrder.com right there. See right there. Eee! I'm your host, Devall, and as always, this show gives you a look at the things that I find in my journeys, and me and my wife anyway, our journeys across the great state of Illinois and beyond, looking at antique malls, garage sales, flea markets, auctions, toy shows, and so much more. Today I got some really cool stuff for you. Check this out. I'm a big wrestling fan. I watch, well, I don't watch all year round, but I usually watch from like January to March, which is usually WrestleMania season, Royal Rumble, so it's always fun to me. But I love the old Hasbro WWF wrestlers, the old action feature Hasbro stuff. Great kind of animated style, you know, very hybrid looking characters. And I found some of the recent toy show. I found Ultimate Warrior, Jim Hellwig, who cut some of the worst promos in history. Does a little body slam feature. Pretty cool. I found greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time, the Honky Tonk Man, with his guitar. I'm cool, I'm cold, I'm bad. Actually, I think it's I'm cool, I'm cocky, I'm bad, so I screwed that up royally, but very cool. I lost a guitar. I found the Macho King Randy Savage, minus his scepter, but he had his crown, his little rubber crown, which tends to get lost pretty easily, so he does a little clothesline action, which is kind of cool. Brah! Very neat. And then I found a Shawn Michaels a long time ago, and I've shown it on a past Flea Market Finds, but I couldn't find a Marty Jannetty. Well, I found a Marty Jannetty, which has this great, he kind of becomes a dwarf kind of thing and flies off. Very cool. So I have my my companion piece to my rocker Shawn Michaels. I have rockers Marty Jannetty, and the guy was like, "Do you have a Shawn Michaels?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, here, you can have this one. He's got a broken foot." So I got an extra Shawn Michaels who's missing part of his foot, but this one has his pinky finger, and mine somebody chewed his pinky finger off. So not sure not sure if I can do anything about that. But between the two of them, I have a whole Shawn Michaels. What do you do? He was free, right? What the hell? What am I supposed to do? Just say no? I'm gonna take a free toy? Yeah, take a free toy. Give me a free toy. My toy. So I got a whole Shawn Michaels, which is kind of fun. Fun line of toys. Carrie and I went to a new antique mall in Decatur, Illinois, somewhere we haven't been before, and actually was searching around. We're looking around. Rephrase that word there for you. Looking around, and Carrie came across something that I hadn't seen in a long time, and this came attached to the cereal boxes for Bill and Ted's Excellent Cereal, and it was a little telephone, kind of like almost like a little carry case, like a little collector case, just a little item case, opens up, but it's got a really neat sticker on the front of what looks like George Washington and Shakespeare, with Bill and Ted, who are hidden behind the two. Why they're hidden behind the two, I don't know. They should be front and center. But very neat little collectible cereal premium that I had actually forgotten existed. I had forgot about this until she showed it to me. I was like, oh, I remember seeing those on boxes. This is awesome. So very cool, very neat find. Now, you know, I'm a big proponent of kids books, especially early 80s, the late 70s, early 80s, and early 90s kids books. Stuff that they don't make anymore, especially kids books like they used to make. They just don't make kids books like that anymore. You just don't see them. But I happen to find some great little novelizations of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I found Sky High. I found Six Guns and Shurikens. And I found red herrings. I had the Six Guns and Shurikens when I was a kid, and these are just neat little, you know, no pictures really. There are some black and white pictures, but just, you know, little, you know, kid novelizations of turtle stories. So very cool, very neat little find. Maybe I'll read these if I learn how to read. I know how to read. I'm just kidding you. Very cool, very neat find. Now, I've said in the past, of course, we're big Disney fans, the wife and I, and we found something back in August that I thought was very cool. And this just shows you how neat Disneyland was in the past. Not that it's not deep now, but price-wise, I found this very, very cool. I'm not sure what year this ticket book is from. There are a few tickets missing. All that's left in this ticket book is the C and D coupons. But the adult admission and the 15 ticket book was a whole whopping $5.95 for an adult. $6 to get into Disneyland. Now it's like, I don't know, like 50 or 60 bucks a ticket. And of course all the rides are free. But this was the adult admission book and the coupon book. Just if you want to know, like the D coupon. The D coupon was good for the Main Street trains. In Tomorrowland, it was good for Flight to the Moon, which doesn't exist anymore. Tomorrowland Jets, the Skyway to Fantasyland, and the People Mover. In Fantasyland, it was good for the Skyway to Tomorrowland, which doesn't exist anymore, and the Storybook Land canal boats. Frontierland, the D coupon was good for Indian War canoes, which are kind of still there. Tom Sawyer Island rafts, which are still there. Sailing ship Columbia. Can you believe you had to have a ticket to get on the Columbia? And the Mark Twain steamboat. So kind of a neat little look into the past. And like I said, there's quite a bit missing. There's a whole back, the A and B tickets, the E tickets are missing. What do you do? It's really neat to even find one in this condition. I think we paid a whole whopping like $3 for it. So very neat, very cool. Like I said, I'm sad it's missing tickets, but it's still a nice conversation piece, which is awesome. On the board game front, of course, I'm a huge fan of board games. I love me some old classic licensed board games or just any awesome board games to begin with. I found this at one of the Goodwills here in town, and it's the Pound Puppies Lovable Huggable Pooch on the Loose game. Very cute little board game, very neat. It was all complete, it was all there. Trust me, I usually check all these board games before I buy them to make sure that they're all there. Very neat board game, very fun. Basically, you go around the board trying to dodge the dog catcher and adopt your own puppy. So very cute, based on the animated series of the 80s. So a plus for me because I love animated cartoons. So something fun to add to the board game collection. And last but not least, to end the show on this wonderful episode, I ended on a board game that I've wanted for a while since Carrie and I first saw it. We always used to see this at an antique mall, and it was always missing stuff, which always made me sad because it just looked like a fun, hysterical little board game to play. The fact that it involved Play-Doh, in a sense, wasn't really Play-Doh, but clay. It incorporated molds that you molded the clay. And you had these big stompers you kind of stomped around the board. It's a game that's been done many times, but this was something that a lot of people probably will remember, considering they don't really use this spokesman anymore for their drinks. But Hawaiian Punch had a board game. I want to say this was probably 78, a year after I was born. This came out. And it's very neat, very cool. It's all complete. The board was there, the spinner was there, all the stompers were there, the mold was there, even the clay. The clay in this is still good, and it's the original clay, and it's still good. They sealed it well enough, and it's awesome. Again, we always saw this antique mall. It was always missing pieces, and I was like, I really want that board game. And then when you look online, it's like, I don't want to pay that much for that board game because that's crazy. It's really, even for stuff missing, it's a ridiculous price. I paid $10 for this. And the box is a little beat up, but again, all the board games I buy, we play. So they're not really display pieces or anything. We actually do take these out and play them, just because you should find old board games. You should give them a good home, especially if you're at garage sales or flea markets and you see board games and they're complete and they're classic. A lot of these old board games, again, just like toys or the books, they just don't make them like this anymore, and they don't make them this cool. Now, there is a game currently out called Doggy Doo that I want. Use your imagination on that. I want to play that board game, but this is a classic board game from the 70s that is just a relic of the past, and it's so much fun to play. So make sure if you see these, give them a good home, guys, because they need it. So there you go, gang. That brings us to the end of this episode of Flea Market Finds. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Check us out on YouTube if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed. Click the subscribe button. Click the subscribe button on the homepage for Toy World Order on YouTube. Do that. Helps us out. Helps us to continue to make these awesome Flea Market Finds videos, which lots of people are enjoying. So thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying these videos. Check me out on Twitter. You can follow me at Puppet Devall. You can hit toyworldorder.com's homepage, click on the forums button, join the forums. It's absolutely free. There's lots of talk. I'm always on there chatting away. There's lots of great people on there chatting away. Lots of vintage toy talk going on. So check that out. And until next time, gang, as I always say, keep digging, because you never know what you're going to find. Take care, guys.